Tape is rolling.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack with the hiccups.
A hiccup
for another
man.
for another show with Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud of Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, everybody. It is Tuesday. That is Taco Tuesday. Taco and Tequila Tuesdays, nothing better. August 29, 2017 here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And, of course, that means that the free trial is going to be winding up tomorrow. And Release 45 hitting the airwaves, hitting the ether on Thursday. Now, of course, been having all sorts of fun out there playing with all the new thingies and seeing what's broke, what's not. But you know what I found out, Jack?
That there's 5 liches in the final room of the Path of Love.
Oh,
now.
Not that. Is there 5 now? Is that true?
Well, someone messaged me saying that they had to fight through 5 liches and malice to get through the dungeon.
Oh,
it's
well,
like
malice,
seriously,
yeah.
It's a single player instance. There's no need for 5 liches.
Dude, let me tell you something. What you've got to go through to finish all this is
Insane.
It's gonna take you a long freaking time. That's all
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you. I had help, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
A lot of
frustrated.
help.
I was annoyed. I was cussing. I was screaming. I had another guild member doing it last night. Another one of our members. I think it was Brian, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And I could hear in his voice. He was doing what I went through, and he was pissed, annoyed. And I tell you, these tasks are not simple. They make
No,
you
they're-
work.
they're-
They make you
they're-
think you're gonna die. You're gonna get frustrated. You're
You're
gonna
gonna die
get
a
so
lot
frustrated
over and over
you-
and over
You
again.
may want to rage quit, but I mean, time and time and time again. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's a joke in the game, apparently. Apparently they think it's funny that you keep getting reset and set back to the beginning in certain points. I disagree. I heartily disagree with that. By the way, I got my shroud last night, just so you know.
You dirty bastard.
So
Couldn't-
I now know what it actually takes to go through all this, and it's a bitch.
It's a pain in the ass, yeah.
You cannot solo this coming into the game 6 months later. I don't see it. I had help. Spiff was working on his. Of course, Spiff's getting his blood cleansed today, so he's not going to be joining us.
Nope.
And, I mean, yeah, some of these things are just, wow. That's all I got to say, because I don't want to give away any spoilers. I don't want to get anybody to the point where they're like, yeah, you know, but all I got to say is, man, they're going to make you work for it. And boy, are you going to get frustrated by the time you're done bouncing back and forth
Well,
across the world?
Some of it, I think, is ridiculously not well thought out for the single player, just because if you remember the Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering,
When we used to get stuck down there?
the Lich Room, I think, had a grand total of 8 Liches,
I thought it was
but that
more.
was I think that was for an entire party,
One per party member?
essentially. But now, in Malice, you're dealing with 5 as an individual, and it's ridiculous.
Well, I tell you, one of the things that happened to me along the way was I got to a point, I passed the test, I opened the gate, I walked through the gate, I died. And then as soon as I died, there's no res, so I had to go wherever it was, but okay, now I res. You know what happened when I res? I went all the way back to the beginning, and then when I got back to the gate that I had just finished taking the test for to get it open, I had to go through the whole trial and tribulation again. And then
No,
guess
that blows.
what? Guess what happened, Jack? I'll give you one guess what happened after that.
Knowing you died again.
Give that man a cookie. And what happened
Yeah.
after that?
You died again.
And what happened after that?
You realized that you needed to ask someone what to do.
No, after I died, I had to go start all over again. Not get to the gate, get the gate open, walk through the gate that's already open. You got to start all over again. All over. Not a happy camper. Why is my mic not staying?
I don't know. The real question is, why do I still have the hiccups?
Probably leftovers from the feast. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I noticed Heather of Cove sitting behind you back there today. You really got to get her.
She moved out. She decided to go to her bedroom to look at porn.
Okay. You didn't want that live on the show.
Yeah, so I said it would be fine. I'd just lean over occasionally and let people see what she's searching for.
Happening. Hang on. This is not good.
See, this is why we have Laz technical difficulties along.
No, the mic was actually coming off the desk. So it needs to be a little bit more re-secured. There we go. I guess, a year or so pulling on the mic in and out, moving it back and forth, it wiggled itself loose, and it was just hanging and it wouldn't sit right. I'm going, what's wrong with this, man? This thing always sits right. Uh-oh. That's what you get for complaining about the leeches, Jackie, man.
I know.
I don't know. See, and it really pisses me off because, I killed that little girl several times here on the lot, and that didn't do anything for my love.
No.
But
I'm
anyway,
going to have to go AFK for just a few minutes.
Where are you going? You can't do that.
Come back, Jack.
All right. Anyway, so while Jack's doing that, we'll get some tunes going here real quick. And we will get everything loaded up. Thex, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man. I'm curious. How long did it take you to run through all those different storylines? I haven't done any quests yet.
Well, the 3 initial quests, each one I took, I guess I want to say a day. And not really a day. I mean, I did the show, went through my afternoon, so an evening each one. After dinner, I sat down and said, okay, I'm going to knock out a quest. And, it took me a couple hours to go through my notes, read everything, follow the hints.
Yep.
And then a lot of stuff, again, unpolished, not quite finished, not everything is where it's supposed to be or works the way it's supposed to, but they are completable. With a little bit of hair pulling and frustration right now. But again, that's what they're working on, these last couple months. And again, it was real interesting to experience the whole thing. So I started off, because I knew my love was nerfed and it was the hardest of the three, I started off over in Blood River, where I'm located out there in Longfall, and started with that, ran down and did all those quests. Took me, first one, maybe about 2.5 hours total. Following the leads. And, what's that?
To run through the entire storyline on the love path took you only a couple hours?
No, that was the one out in Blood River, and I believe that's the Truth.
Oh, the Truth.
Truth path, which is an easy one. So is Courage. Courage isn't that tough. Another one took about 2+ hours. And again, you got to understand, I've gotten a lot of these hints. My book has been filled up because I've gone out and I've spoken to people in the world. I just wasn't playing the storyline. So I had a lot of stuff already there that, in my exploration, I already had information. So, and with knowledge of the map the way we have, I know everything is in the world. So I use Soda Map religiously. So when I'm looking at, okay, here's my book, and it says I now have to go here, here, and here, I pull up Soda Map, and I go, okay, well, which one of these locations is nearest to each other? Let me, map my trip, because I have an idea where I'm going. So for the uninitiated, it may not be quite as clear right off the bat until they get their bearing. I mean,
right? They were advertising 40 hours worth of storyline, and it doesn't sound like there's 40 hours worth.
Oh no, there's well over 40 hours worth of storyline. Again, you're taking this from somebody who's been here several years and knows the world map. Has been around. I know the blacksmith over in Erie. He's a buddy of mine. That's how long I've been around.
Right.
I know there's 3 of them plus out in Erie, which most people probably don't know. And I know where they all are. So things like that.
Would you recommend for people who haven't done the storyline to hold off on it until they polish it up a little bit, or is it worth running?
It's a tough one. For the veterans, they're going to want to get the experience. One of the reasons why I did it. Any chance to get some extra XP, because again, we're crafters. We spend 90% of our time sitting on the lot. So anytime I can get a little leg up and get a little edge to learn a few more skills and be able to work a little better, which I find I burned up through the other 200,000, as quick as I got them. So I mean, it's
so how much XP do you get for completing a storyline?
There's 100,000 for each part. Okay. So when you hit each of the love, truth, and courage, and the ending, it's 100,000 bonus for each one.
Yes.
Now,
welcome back.
Welcome back, Jackie. Did somebody get rid of the hiccups while you were gone?
We will see whether or not that cured the hiccups.
But before we step in, Thex has been graciously asking some questions about what's going on with the storyline and all that. And while I got you, Thex, we got any information for the good boys and girls out there on the Erie Fund?
Yeah, we sure do. We're going to have a big announcement coming up on this Friday. We're going to post all of our details for our upcoming October event, which is the Think Pink breast cancer awareness initiative that we're going to run. We're really excited about this. There's going to be a lot of cool things for you guys to digest and talk about after we post that announcement. We've got some great rewards and some cute community engagement.
You're breaking up on us, buddy.
Oh, man. Is that better?
Yeah, staticky, Mike.
Okay. Well, I won't spend too much time as I'm breaking up, but look for a big announcement this Friday on the 1st.
Okay. Cool. And for the life of me, we have an invisible piano player?
Well, the invisible piano player is called List.
I do not see List,
GM Ghost Mode. I mean, he's still playing instruments, but he's in Ghost Mode.
It's like, hold on, you're not playing, I'm not playing. Who's playing?
Well, I'm playing, you just can't see it.
Anyway, there he is. GM list. How are you? I don't know. I sort of like the ghost piano. Living the dream. Staying dry, I hope, out there in Austin. Apparently things are okay.
Nice and sunny out there right now. Fence is still down in the backyard, but later on, I mean, it's a little
safe,
breezy.
Yes,
so
dry, no. Yeah, absolutely. Well, apparently safe enough unless you're telecommuting today to get yourself into the office. But anyway, moving right along, it is Tuesday, and of course,
you act like we have stand-up notes or something like that.
We have just all sorts of. Chris actually dropped a little something on us yesterday as well. Of course, it's one of them you get a laugh out of because it's all it is, but good stuff nonetheless. But yes, we have stand-up notes from yesterday. K-Hawk's back in the office, of course, getting that done. Seems like everybody's been in and out of the office the last couple of weeks.
Well, it's a good time for vacations and wrapping everything up. You do have to realize that they do have families, and they do need some family time. And the best time to do that is during the summer. So
when the kids are off and it's time to go vacationing. And I see Chris also shared a bunch of photos out there in the world. So if you want to see what Chris was doing on family vacation time.
Well, I know exactly what he is doing. So
he was chasing mojito across Colorado. That's what he was doing.
No, he was in Colorado having other people chase mojito.
Yeah, okay.
In Austin. So, yeah.
Fun mojito. There we go. New game inside Trident Avatar.
Yes. Now, we do have stand-up corner. Don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, and eventually we get to interpret it so you don't have to. You ready for the art department?
Art department. Locked and loaded. Why am I still...
Why are you... What?
Seeing my combat bar cycling down here, and I guess I sat down while I was still in combat.
Oh, like stand up, hit Z, and sit back down.
Yeah.
And then do Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
He's working on the Pristine Inn Shutters and the Haunted Inn. Whereas Fletch lives. Working on the Norgard NPCs and some flaming armor.
Hey.
Ugly Fist.
Ugly Fist. No longer Ugly Fist. What's the new name?
No. The Ugly Fist is Ugly Fist. That's Kevin Wells. The guy that's got multiple names is Fletcher.
Fletch?
Yeah.
I thought you said... Yeah, never mind.
Kevin is Ugly Fist. So... Okay, so Fletcher used to be Skull Muncher, like 34 or something like that.
Right.
Then he changed it to...
Okay, Skull Muncher is no... Yeah.
Yeah, but Ugly Fist has been Ugly Fist for a very long time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he's working on bugs.
Bug.
The Almighty Gix Vargach. Matt, working on bugs.
Bug.
And the Tree Creature animations.
The Treacher.
Yeah, the Treacher animations. He's done boning it, and now he's trying to put some movement into it.
The Treacher?
Yes. Then Reed, he's also working on some bugs.
Bug.
Then over in design, Beezus.
The Bees.
Working on bugs.
Bug.
And icons. Whereas Seawolf. Working on bugs.
Bug.
And the Crags spawning. Then Damien. I think we should call him No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Amen. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, and then we definitely need to be singing that song the entire time that we're doing it. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
You know, I don't have that one. I have to look that one up.
What? I've got the Alice Cooper version and the Megadeth version. He's working on the High Vale Outskirts. Then Dan the Man.
Dan the Man Brennan.
Working on some Bugs.
Bug.
And Player Towns and live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Sanyo working on the Bugs
Bug.
and live stream and player documentation. Whereas Lum the Mad
Lum the Mad.
working on Bugs.
Bug. Got a new burb.
Sorcerers. He got a new burb.
Yeah, he got a new burb the other day.
Yeah, he's only got like 73 burbs.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough burbs. And then Sorcerer Steve, he's trying to triage his email and Jira tasks and bugs.
Bug.
Over in tech, Bobby
Little Bobby Thompson.
working on bugs,
Bug.
whereas Eric's working on bugs.
Bug. Yeah, what happened there? Oops.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I changed so I can see it on screen for everybody.
Oh.
Never mind. I got it.
The
yeah.
Deathbringer one and only. Working on performance and bugs.
Bug.
Wizard Smoke. He's puff passing around the bugs.
Bug.
And last but not least, the Tassilo. He's working on the localization API and API usage feedback integration and a VIP.
VIP.
So Tassilo's in Paris. I wonder who the VIP is.
Makes me wonder who's at a
What?
gaming conference.
I don't know. I mean, because could it be Richard? Was it going to visit Tassilo?
Maybe.
Or would it be something that it could be one of the Germans went over to Paris just to spend some time with Tassilo, work on that integration?
I thought Richard was scheduled to be over that way.
I don't know, because Richard should be flying to Dragon's Con right now.
No, he's got plenty of time. And you've seen Richard travel, man. He's got that little travel case, man. Takes it with him wherever he goes, and he's gone, man. He got into the office, to the house, to the airport, and back, all with the same travel. That's a man who knows how to travel. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. So your life on the road, you don't need any clothes other than what you're wearing. And just carry what you need to know. Then the last group is our useless overhead group, where Andrea, she's working on the bugs forums.
Bug.
The Dippy Bird.
The bird.
Working on Jira tasks.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
And email triage and Jira triage. Gorn, he's still putting on the red Speedo as he works on general business.
Business. Gotta get that business.
And trying to figure out what direction should we localize things in.
All local. All localization.
Yeah.
Localize everywhere.
It's localized in American.
American?
That's right.
American English.
That means we threw grammar out the window and have decided to use slang for everything. It's been localized for American.
American.
Yeah, Barrick is trying to moderate the forums and reports and live stream and the Release 45 store prep. Where's Hutch? He's working on some bugs.
Bug.
The Attenwood. He's working on some sanity testing and regression tests and forums. Lord British. He's entering things into Jira.
Working in Jira Land. Like when he's working in Jira Land.
and trying to figure out what to do with the seed invest monies.
Oh, I'm sure he knows exactly what direction that's going.
Oh, yeah. Chaos is working on office administration and database offers and bugs into accounts and it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Serafina, she's working on regression tests and customer service. You're missing your line.
Wonderful customer service.
There it is.
Well,
And
yeah, go ahead and finish it up.
the weekly update QA. And that's what our devs said
I
they
was
were
just
working on.
wondering. I didn't hear any NFG cat out there, and I'm like, well, hold on. What are they giving this girl days off already? I mean, geez, they just hired her.
Well, as part of sound, she does need to go to a studio in order to do things. And if she's in her studio recording sounds for the game, she may not be available to do that stand-up corner.
Yeah, interesting.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it because it's a theory.
Absolutely.
That or she overslept,
Is
like Fletcher did.
yeah, maybe the car is underwater where she lives, and it's gonna take her a little while to commute in. Who knows? But anyway.
Yeah, that.
Anyway, a couple interesting topics out there. Did you happen to watch any of Friday's live stream, or anybody here in the room? Anybody catch Friday's live stream?
Nope.
And
Not
see
a
the
second.
helmet that Dark Star was wearing? Apparently, the helmet has taken on a life of its own.
Are you referring to the helmet that Fletcher created that also made it onto one of the Facebook posts with
Is the 3D
Serafina wearing
printed?
it?
The 3D printed helmet?
Yeah, Fletcher made that.
Yeah, okay. Is apparently everybody's really digging that out there. But I was gonna say, while I'm thinking about that, I wasn't ready to put that up there, but see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah,
Now, of course,
I need to go to my Facebook page and go find it now.
Yeah, it'd be easier just finding it in my email. But all that aside, you posted a topic we were talking about the other day out there on the daily login bonus, and that's got a little life of its own now. You want to talk a little bit about that?
So, the daily logon bonus was something that Chris introduced to offset the losses related to decay.
Absolutely.
And
specifically to offset
decay.
Yeah.
But it is something where you end up with the reason for it is because decay is a huge punishment, and for the casual player, it's like, hey, here's an incentive for logging on to the game. The change that's been proposed in Release 46 is to go talk to the Oracle in order to get this bonus.
Daily login bonus.
So if you log in and it's reset at a different time, because there was a forum request to have it standardize what time it was reset, and that it be reset, say, every day at 7 p.m. or 1 p.m.
Whatever
or whatever.
time, yeah.
A standard time every single day, to where it's like you get your bonus every single day. And it helps if I go to the right thread for this. And so it's one where, you know what? No one had talked about this on the forums yet, so I went ahead and started the post off saying, hey, this actually de-incentivizes people to log on because now it's like, go talk to the Oracle. And remember, if you answer one of the Oracle's questions wrong, you don't get the bonus. That 500 gold that the Oracle gives, you don't get it.
Now that's been brought up here, and for the most part, what I'm seeing is everybody tends to agree with the OP, the original post that you put up there, including myself. I chimed in second, the third one down. With the basic, listen, this is what you call it, folks. You're calling it a daily login bonus. That equals a bonus for logging in, no more, no less. Not a daily quest, not a daily refresher. It's called a daily login bonus. And yet, again, if they continue to, or that's the plan, they plan on going, then I would suggest we aptly rename it from what it is. And by the way, I got that picture up here. Let's throw that up there real quick.
I got the better pictures. I've got the one with Serafina wearing it and the Fletcher holding it up in his hand.
Ah, well, I've got the one with Darkstar sitting next to New Girl.
Okay.
Just so everybody gets a look at our new Sound Girl cat there. Of course, derail the train. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, every single day. It's
job,
the no
man.
plan.
It's my job. Grin like a dog and wander aimlessly.
That's right. What are we talking about?
Daily login bonus.
Yeah. Almost everybody agrees with my statement, and I think it's something that most people won't really pay attention to until actually Release 45 comes out, and then they'll be like, "Where's my logon bonus?" Because they didn't pay attention to it.
And that was the whole key, was people asked for something and they misinterpreted what was being asked for. All they were asking for was for that timer to reset at, say, midnight every day. That's all. They didn't want it tied in with something. They didn't want it, we just want it like the Oracle was, that it resets at a set time every day so that when I log in, and again, I have the problem. I log in right around noon every single day. Sometimes it's 5 till, sometimes it's 5 after, but every single day religiously, I'm here. I log in. And if these things continue to move, it becomes a real pain in the ass, which becomes
mine doesn't
fun
reset.
To play.
Yeah,
not
my
fun
10,000
to play.
XP doesn't come until like 7 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing mine, just show up randomly at whatever time of the day that it is now. And depending on a character I log in, I've got several characters. I've seen one happen at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've seen one happen at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's hard to keep this stuff coordinated, folks. But, nonetheless, that you're just trying to keep up on the one character's tough. The other characters are just fluff for, mutual assistance. Help me get around. Help me be in 2 places at once. When I'm in a dungeon and somebody needs my assistance with a rental or something, I can take another character and walk on over there without leaving my dungeon, or without leaving my lot.
You'll be able to do something.
Yes, we figure it out. But I just didn't like the misinterpretation or the statement saying this is what was asked for, personally.
Well, the sad part is there was probably one person that asked for it.
I would not put that past somebody.
Yeah, there was probably one person, but the general consensus was for it to be reset at a
Just have
specific...
a standard reset timer at the same time every day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I loved it just popping in, not having to do anything for it. It made it so much easier.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, hey, I logged on. Sweet, I got 10k XP. Yay. Now I can go die and not feel bad.
And then I put another post right above that, and this should be a topic.
No. Let's go talk about the helmet now in detail.
What about detail? Starlong's wearing a helmet. Flesh 3D printed it. We don't have enough detail on it.
I mean, if you noticed, I mean, it's like, hold on. So go look in Discord right now.
I know it's 5 pieces. Yeah, I'm seeing them in Discord.
Okay. So you see the picture of Fletcher's hand in Fletcher's apartment.
Yeah.
And he 3D printed it. Then it shows up at the office in the stand-up corner being worn by our favorite Serafina.
Yeah.
Then it ends up on the live stream being worn by the Dork Star. I mean, yes. It's getting around.
I don't know.
That helmet might have something. Beware the lice.
Beware the helmet.
Yes. Although I think the one most likely to have lice would be the person with no hair, because he does have a child in elementary school.
But moving right along.
Where are we moving to now?
The other topic I posted above that today, I thought we get a laugh out of that one and have some giggles and grins with it, just because.
No, what the randomness? What are you talking about?
Randomness. You saw I posted 2 posts up there, right? One was the daily login bonus, and I don't want to say it before you find it. It's not too far up.
Lunar Rifts. Yeah,
POT Lunar Rift request. Now, that
not gonna
is
happen.
Too funny. I mean, do people really think that this is going to be something that they're going to do?
It's a request. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
He'll be like, but at the same time,
we had a whole conversation going on here. Like, these guys think this is going to do something. I mean, don't they get it? Yeah. I mean, I'm scrolling still, man. This is, 2 pages of this stuff. Right?
Yeah. No, not gonna happen.
First off, why?
Good idea.
Yeah.
No, good idea. But it's like that's what your friends list is for.
Yeah. I could see it, but now another. Well, this is leading me to another topic that was brought up in here.
Free porn?
I want you to go to the very last post there, because...
Oh, I already closed that tab. Just because it's like I looked at it and it's like, no, this is stupid.
Well, no, because there's relevance here, and I want to see if you've seen this relevance, okay? If not, I'll just go ahead and read it for you.
So whose post am I looking for?
Very last post. Page 2.
Okay, Lunar Rifts are the new social gathering place.
Yeah, thank you. This is where I was going with this.
Folks waiting around for the next rift to open where they're going. One of my guildmates met someone at one, and now I have a new guildmate. So there could be a social aspect to the rifts, but I don't want one in our town. We have enough lag issues in our town as it is. Putting a rift in there would just add more.
Right
now. At the same time, when I see Lunar Rifts are the new social gathering,
yeah,
place,
well, that's where I was going with this.
That is a throwback to the Moongate system in UO, and that was PK Central.
Yeah, I don't see the Lunar Rifts becoming social gathering places, and I haven't seen any hint of it as of yet. I do know that.
Can we put a Moongate out in U?
Why not?
Just because that was the best place to go PK people.
Well, there was so many places to hide, so much area to run with, and I mean, and it was just a cool area. Yeah, the U Moongate was phenomenal. So was Britain. Those 2 Moongates were the most popular, and
the original CW house was by a little tiny guard shack in use, so I got to take out the PKs.
Put the old house next to the guard shack, did you?
Yep. Run
Vendor
about
bite-
3 feet, and I get lots of food.
Now, of course, there was always the classic send somebody through a moon gate to a place they were trapped in that only you can get to. So I know there's a classic story in our guild of Zeke when he met Wind and Drake. He sent them to an island and told them he wouldn't let them off the island until they mined so much ore for him on the island, and then he would send the gate back for them when they were new players. Funny stuff like that. But as it is, I believe a lot of the social gatherings we see, and we've seen it already in the game, been going on for quite some time, is that people meet on the overworld because of matching problems still getting large groups. And I've seen this recommended, hey, if you want to start a party, why don't you meet at a moon gate? But getting everybody matched up is still a little shaky.
That also throws into instancing issues, because
Absolutely.
we have actually seen instancing issues with less than 100 people in a scene.
We've seen instancing issues
yeah.
with our show here where people just can't get to our instance, and there's only like 8 of us here.
And Enlist is trying to open up his bank gate to lure in newbies for free loot. Everything must go. All your stuff
yeah.
must go. Yeah.
Opens portal to second the last level of high lock.
Yep. My favorite place to hunt really was the Covetous, the Lich Room.
Oh, so
I
many
love
fun
that place.
places. So many fun
Yeah.
places. The prison was always fun. Yeah. Dungeon diving, always fun.
Oh yeah.
Here be dragons. I love that sign.
Yeah.
But anyway, lunar rifts in towns. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Because,
not inside of POTs. I don't think that's a good idea at all. It really does become counterproductive, even if it is a one-way trap.
Now
It
again,
messes with the entire lore of the game.
I pitched an idea for moonstones, if anybody remembers what those were, or what they were supposed to be. That would be creatable, consumable, and useful, that you would be able to force a moon gate or a lunar rift here, as it may be, to a particular destination for the cost of the stone. Of course, they would be player craftable, and they would take resources, and that would allow you to move a little bit quicker throughout, and only through the lunar rift system. I mean, it wouldn't go, it would only go to one of the other rifts, but I think that would be a real big help for folks out there, so they don't have to rely on waiting. And that was another one. Oh man, you're gonna love that one. There's a quest where you gotta wait for a certain. You've already seen that with the necropolis, but there's another one that's a real pain in the ass, and if you miss it, you gotta wait a whole hour before you can do it again.
Hey, it has nothing on you must wait until the new moon in order to meet this NPC.
Absolutely, it's pretty much the same thing, but it only happens once an hour, and I missed it 3 hours running. So you can imagine.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we figured out what the timing was. Okay, we'll go out, we'll do this, and we'll come back, and we'll get it at the hour. Well, came on back, missed it. Went out for another hour,
cigarette,
came on back, missed it. Went out for another hour, came on back, missed it. At that point, I gave up and saved it for another day.
Yep.
But, there's some waiting games that just are going to annoy the living daylights out of people. I can't wait for this. This is going to be fun.
Yep.
But anyway, you know what
you
time
know what?
it is?
It's that time to talk about that NBNN app
You
that's
think?
available on
Is it
all
that
of your
time of
electronic
day already?
devices. Yes.
It
The
is.
Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, the Amazon App Store. Just do a search for NBNN, Shroud of the Avatar, or Soda. Find that NBNN app and then download it. And then from there, you can click.
Or you can just go to nbnn.info and click on the icon for your device, and it'll bring you right to the store as well. Click
Yes.
on the Google Play Store, it'll pop open the Play Store for you. Click on the App Store, it'll pop open the App Store for you.
And then you can open it up on your phone. And then you can see all the best links related to everything related to Shroud of the Avatar, including the Daily Britannian for all of your best news.
That's right. Did you see the top story in the Daily Britannian today, man? Is fire ant colonies out in Texas.
I've seen them in person before, so yeah, I don't need a news article to tell me about them.
We pick up local stories from around the world as well that are affecting people. But for those of you in the flooded areas, be careful of large floating colonies on top of the water, because these ants are saving their asses and they're all floating on top of the water. And if you happen to come in contact with them, it's gonna ruin your day. So
It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm just putting that warning out. If you happen to see a very large clump of something that's floating and you really can't identify it, don't go poking your finger into it, folks. It could be detrimental to your health.
Yeah, I've seen them before, the floating colonies of ants. I was visiting my mom in, I think it was the 96 floods that affected the Houston area. And then I was actually there in Houston for the Hurricane Alicia in 83.
Oh, fun.
And a bunch of other floods until I moved out of the Houston area.
Yeah,
Yes.
Good move.
Hey, it's a little bit drier.
But that's right. Aside from all that great stuff, you can also
Oh, yeah.
find the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar hosted on the nbnn.info website. And of course, you can get all the information happening every day right here inside Shroud of the Avatar on the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar.
And don't forget, Laz has aggregated all of the available community calendars that he knows about. And if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar and you want it added on to this one, so that way we read off your events, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and eventually that guy will get something added to this calendar.
We'll get you right into the calendar.
Yes.
Your events will be up there posted. And of course, don't forget, if you got events posted up on the calendar and they're not happening, please remember to remove them so that you're not confusing the good boys and girls out there in the world looking for your non-existent events.
Yes. Then from there, don't forget, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia Time.
And then, let's see, don't forget 12s and 6s around the clock, Monday through Friday. You can listen to WRFB
WRFB.
to listen
That
to
rocks.
two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with us.
With us, these guys.
Two idiots sitting around,
Doing
hanging out
that.
on a lot. Yeah. At 2 o'clock, we've got the Paxlayer Town Manager Hour with Sean Silverfoot. If you're interested in learning anything about the Paxlayer Borough of Towns, there's a lot of them. You can talk to Sean Silverfoot and he'll give you some information about anything and everything related to Paxlayer. At 3 o'clock is the EVL Euro Dungeon Crawl, which meets on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head at 3
to
p.m.
meet in the overworld map.
Yes, the dungeon master for that instance is going to be Wintermute Offcough. At 7 p.m., That is when Zinni is going to be hanging out on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head for the EVL Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
Yes, that dungeon run is going to be between 7 and whenever. If that's not your thing and you'd rather do a Hank go to Braemar and join the Jade Dragons, you can whisper Malhari and go do a dungeon run of Choblin's Compendium of Pain and Suffering. And while you're doing that, you need to tune in your Ether amplifier to the 70s at 7 on WRFB.
WRFB.
And at 10 p.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
You're not going to do it this Oh, you're just going to wait until I say something in order to do it. That's what it is. And if you haven't figured it out, WRFB.rocks is the actual URL that you can go to in order to load up the radio station.
That's right.
Or
if you're not
also
in game and you want to listen to what's going on the in-game radio, you can go to radiofreebritannia.com or the easier route, WRFB.rocks. And listen right there. You can also use the request system. I'll tell you all about that, so I guess I might as well just get right on over to that screen and remind you that NBNN is the only show on the air 5 days a week where we invite you to come talk to us right here inside the game. Of course, you got something you want to talk about, you got something you agree with or disagree with, or just want to come say hello, tell us we suck, or whatever it is. Come on in and have a good time and join us on NBNN. You can go to nbnn.info and use the Discord link right there, or you can go to wrfb.rocks and use the Discord app there, or you can go to your web browser and type in discord.me/NBNN. It'll bring you right on in. And coming soon, folks, you'll be able to join us right here in Discord from inside the game. Stay tuned Thursday, because we got all sorts of fun coming up. We'll be able to actually chat through Discord. You'll be able to follow in on Discord chat. Of course, you won't be able to see all the NSFW content in the game, but you will be able to see all the chatter that you don't normally see if you subscribe to us in your Discord inside the game. We'll have instructions on Thursday for how you can do all that. Of course, we heard a little bit from Exodore a little while ago, and gamers taking the fight to breast cancer. The Think Pink community cause is in the works. There'll be a big announcement this Friday. And of course, we've been prepping it and pushing it and getting you guys ready for it. There's going to be some great stuff coming down the pipes on this one, thanks to the team over at the Airy Fund and the good folks on at Portalarium offices. Great stuff happening in this community. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Arius Coilmore Wands had a great show last night on the GMC Top 20 on WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And of course, he decided he was going to take over the airwaves after the show and go on for a couple more hours. And he did. He had a great old time. Of course, don't forget Scroda Music, the music service inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. The Britannian Mining Company, our home guild, wants you to come on down the Market Road, located in Black Rock Cove in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter and the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience. Come check out all the vendors, check out all the crafting, and of course, come check out and say hello to the guild. Bunch of friendly folks out there won't steer you wrong. RelicsByRel.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you're looking for t-shirts, if you're looking for hats, if you're looking for patches, if you're looking for the NBNN I Love This Shit bumper sticker, go to RelicsByRel.com And you too can be the proud owner of some of this great Shroud of the Avatar swag. If you want to save a little bit of money when you check out, you can use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyreal.com. And of course, WRFB bringing you the latest hijinks and shenanigans on the airwaves, inside Shroud of the Avatar, and around the world on the net. Check out Lunch with Laz and Jack, us guys, 5 days a week, every Monday through Friday. Check out Arius every Monday night, the Divas every Wednesday and Thursday night, the Sarah and Andar show every late night Wednesday, early Thursday morning. It's probably Thursday, early Thursday, depending on how people look at their calendars. All sorts of great stuff happening out there. We got the House of Omen, late night Fridays and Saturdays. We got Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday. And just all sorts of news and music throughout the rest of the day. Don't forget, though, folks, that the Divas and the Wake Up crew are on hiatus because of Dragon Con. These folks are getting ready to go have a good time down in Atlanta. And
they're partying on.
That's right. Party on, girls. Hang out and again, I know they're gonna have a good time. Unless I'm not writing it off yet. If a couple $100 walks through the door in the next couple of days, I might hop a flight. Just show up. But anyway, and of course, last but not least, of course, ShroudMarketplace.com. Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs and anything you need here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And Jack's going to tell you all about the marketplace.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. There are currently 62 player vendors on Shroud Marketplace offering a variety of things related to Shroud of the Avatar, from accounts to game gold, coins of the Obsidian, way cheaper than you can get on the add-on store, all the way to services.
$65 for 100 last I saw.
Absolutely. And that's actually cheaper than it at any point in time a discount's been offered by Portalarium. So if you're looking for 100 Kodos, that's the cheapest way to do it. And you can use those Kodos to buy a lot of those in-game items or add-on store items in-game from the Kodos merchants and save even more money. So it's like, yeah, you can save a lot of money just by buying
just
Kodos.
Drop some of those Kodos in the tip box out front. We won't complain either.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that tip box. That's that box that's all the way at the front of my lot. Yeah, that's the perfect place for it. Just don't be like Led Zepp and leave his other weird things. But even artifacts are available on Shroud Marketplace, just like Artifacts and Rares has been offering up. He's put up, Armitage has put up a ton of stuff. Armelian's put back his leveling service. So if you're looking for an awesome leveling service, 500,000 XP, you can get that from Armelian's. I forget what his shop is called. Armelian's something and more. I can't remember. What's it called?
I don't know. I can't read it from here.
Armelian's Gold and More.
Gold
yeah,
and More.
I forgot the name of his shop, but it's like you can see he's got 5 ratings as well as 4 different reviews, and you can actually view those reviews and you can review those ratings. You can rate vendors, you can rate transactions, you can do all kinds of things on Shroud Marketplace that you can't do on the official forums. So if you're looking for a place to go buy, sell your Shroud of the Avatar items, go to Shroud Marketplace, register for an account, and if you want to sell stuff, click on vendor registration on the left-hand side, name your shop something people can find, and start selling your items, just like that guy by the name of Synesis stuff with the all-important teleports and recall scrolls.
All day, every day.
Absolutely. I've only got 19 ratings.
That all?
Yeah, 19 ratings and 6 reviews. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Then from there, if you're looking for an in-game wedding, you need to call that guy.
Yeah, call this guy because you need to go to Lazarus Songs, Weddings, and More out on the Shroud Marketplace. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. I got a couple pieces of obsidian towers that have got to go. Don't have any use for them. Of course, if you want to get hitched and you want to get a wedding and you just don't have everything it takes, I've got wedding dresses for you. I've got tuxedos for you. I've got locations for you. I've got you covered. I'll even do the nuptials and do them custom made. And so if you want to get married on a beach in an island setting, you want to get married in an underground by the lake setting, you want to get married in a dungeon with the whip setting, we've got you covered. All ways, all how. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Rentals, chests, greenhouses, row-lots, you name it. This guy's got it. Check out weddings and more by Elias. ShroudMarketplace.com.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And looking at the time, don't forget Scrota's Music Service. If you want a bard following you around for an hour, you can always contact Scrota's Music Service, and $5 will get you
anything you want.
That's
including
right.
Scrota.
Including Scrota. And it is actually time for us to thank the most important people around here.
Goodbye to you guys today.
Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB. Radio Free Britannia. That's right. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with more right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And, of course, thanks for catching us in those replays. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Till then, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye. Hey, I cured my hiccups. You don't want to know how.
I don't.